that the stadium management have already broken their silence through their statement. What are they saying?
Yeah, well, looking at the statement right now, well, it says they are confirming the 2 fatalities caused by blunt force trauma, and it's only one fan that was critically injured and 16 spectators with minor injuries. And according to the statement, they say this is an extremely unfortunate situation because all the security plans were top-notch. I mean, remember, the Black Label was started in 2011. This was the 7th edition. And always they attract, record attendance, and all the events were incident-free. So according to Stadium Management South Africa, as well as the police, they are working together to investigate this matter. The statement is also quoting the 2 clubs, Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, who are expressing, their condolences to the families of those affected by the incident.
And do we know the condition of those who are still in a critical condition?
No, there's no update as yet about the one supporter who's in a critical condition. But I think, it's good to hear that other 16 supporters, they just sustained minor injuries.
Did you perhaps get an opportunity to speak to one of the supporters to give you an eyewitness account of what exactly unfolded?
Yeah, the guy that I spoke to, he was caught in the middle of what was happening. And according to what he's saying, it was a bad situation. He saw people, trembling each other, and it was, according to him, it was a very bad, situation. And the guy, I asked him if he had a ticket. He confirms that he had a ticket. So, I think it's going to be wrong to say, some people went to push there without tickets. Well, maybe some didn't have, but, sometimes even those that, follow protocol, they get caught in the middle.
Now, back to the issue of security that has been expunged by the stadium management. They did say that the security measures were top-notch, but clearly they were not, and the security failed them this time around.
Yeah, well, police were deployed inside and outside the stadium. The numbers were very, very high. It's SAPS, national traffic officials, KMPD, as well as private security. Like I said earlier, it's so unfortunate. Football fans, they are always encouraged to get to the venues early, 3-4 hours before kickoff. But in most cases, it doesn't happen. Football fans have that culture of arriving at the stadium 30 minutes before the match. And we've seen in the past matches being, delayed to make sure that they accommodate people who are still outside. So I think the unfortunate situation was caused by the late arrival of fans at the stadium. And I think maybe going forward, football authorities must take it upon themselves to ensure that, they try and introduce a new culture. Because in most cases, there's pre-match entertainment and whatever, but people still, they arrive late at the stadium. And for those who are outside, if there's a lot of noise coming from inside the stadium, they get anxious, thinking maybe, I don't know, there's something that they miss. I think that's what caused the push that happened before the match.
Did this incident perhaps dampen the mood of Kaizer Chiefs and its fans?
No. I spoke to a couple of guys after the match. People were just happy, and I think thousands of fans that were at the match, they were not even aware of what was happening. I mean, Pirates supporters were said that their team lost. Kaizer Chiefs supporters were celebrating the win. They were the defending champions of the trophy, and they managed to defend the trophy. So people were not aware about what happened, 15 minutes before kickoff, because the police cordoned off the area where this unfortunate incident happened.
Now, having said that, Sfiso, so many people are now complaining as to why the stadium, the match organizers decide to proceed with the match after this incident.
Yeah, that's a very difficult question to ask. Like I said, this particular event attracts a record crowd in most cases. 90,000 people, I think 50,000 or so, they were already inside the stadium 45 minutes before kickoff. So to cancel the match, I think it was not going to be possible. But we will try and, find out from the match organizers, maybe reasons that made them to continue with the event despite the two deaths that happened before kickoff.
All right, Sfiso, as always, thank you so much for your time. Great chatting to you. That is a sports reporter, Sfiso Ramaru, just giving us another update on the incident that unfolded a couple of hours earlier at the FNB Stadium, wherein 2 people lost their lives in a stampede and scores of others injured. And they're still in a critical condition, we do understand. He's speaking to us live from the FNB Stadium.